Hi students, welcome back to Lucky Naresh NEET Physics Booster. Students, in this session I am going to discuss about NEET previous year questions from 2016 to 2020 in moving charges and magnetism. Let us start the game. Moving charges and magnetism. NEET previous year questions from 2016 to 2020. Here the first question. A long solenoid of 50 centimeter length having 100 turns carries a current 2.5 ampere. The magnetic field at the center of the solenoid is. It was given in 2020. Options. Option A 6.28 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Option B 3.14 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Option C 6.28 into 10 power minus 5 Tesla. Option D 3.14 into 10 power minus 5 Tesla. Now we will do solution. First we will identify given data. Given length of the solenoid L is equal to 50 centimeter, that is equal to 50 into 10 power minus 2 meter, that is equal to 0.5 meter. Total number of turns capital N is equal to 100 turns, and current flowing through that solenoid 2.5 ampere. We have to calculate magnetic field at the center of the solenoid. So the formula for magnetic field at the center of the solenoid is, that is B is equal to mu naught Ni, where mu naught means permeability of free space, N means number of turns per unit length, I means current. Here in the place of small n, I will write capital N by capital L. In the place of mu naught, I will write 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. In the place of n, I will substitute 100, and in the place of L, I will write 0.5. In the place of I, will substitute 2.5 ampere. Here pi means 3.14. Okay, so 100 by 0.5 means I wrote 200. Here instead of 3.14, I will write approximately 3. To get answer easily, we can take approximate value. So here I got 6 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Approximately we got 6 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. So here from the given options, option A 6.28 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla, and option C 6.28 into 10 power minus 5 Tesla. Among these, option A is the answer. Now we will go for second question. A cylindrical conductor of radius capital R is carrying a constant current. The plot of the magnetic field B with the distance d from the center of the conductor is correctly represented by the figure. It was given in 2019. Here the options, they have given graphs. In that graphs you have to identify correct graph. Now we will do solution. First we will observe diagram. See, here we have a cylindrical conductor of radius r, which is carrying uniform current, that is constant current I. Okay, we have to plot the graph magnetic field with distance d. Okay, so for that purpose I will take this point at different places. First I will take point inside the cylinder, next on the cylinder, next outside the cylinder. Okay, so if point is on the cylinder, that is radius r, so through pi r square I current is flowing. Look at here, in pi r square area I current flows. If point is less than radius, that means inside a cylindrical conductor, then it will be pi d square area. Through that pi d square area I am considering current I1. So here pi r square area I current flows means pi d square area, how much current flows? That is I1 is equal to I by pi r square into pi d square. Here pi cancel. So we will get id square by r square. From Ampere circuit law, line integral BDL is equal to mu naught I1. See, for this point D, which is inside a cylinder, I am considering a circular loop. Okay, for that loop I am applying Ampere circuit law, that is line integral of BDL is equal to mu naught I1. See, instead of I1 I substituted I by r square into d square. Okay, now integral BDL means, see, B is constant here, so integral DL means L. In the place of L we will write circumference of this small circle, that is 2 pi d. Look at here, what we will get. We will get 2 pi d. So here B means we are finding strength of the magnetic field inside a circle, that means cylinder. So that's why I wrote B inside into 2 pi d, that is equal to mu naught I1 means I by r square into d square. So from that I got B inside is equal to mu naught id by 2 pi r square. This is equation 1. So from this equation 1 I can write B inside is directly proportional to small d. This is equation 2. See, for suppose now point is on the cylinder. On the cylinder means D is equal to R. Now I will replace small d in equation 1 with capital R. So we will get B on the cylinder, that is mu naught I by 2 pi R. For D greater than R. Now point D is outside the cylinder. Okay. So for that, if I apply Ampere circuit law, so I will get line integral BDL is equal to mu naught I. So here B means B out, integral DL means circumference. For that circumference 2 pi d is the 2 pi d is the value of that circumference, that is equal to mu naught I. Okay, that means here when point is outside, okay, the distance of point D from the center is D, if I consider means. So if we consider one circular loop here, for that loop if we apply Ampere circuit law, okay, for that integral DL means L, so that L means here circumference of that circle, that is 2 pi d, my dear. So we will get B out into 2 pi d is equal to mu naught I. From that B out is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi d. So from this I can write B out is inversely proportional to D. Here mu naught constant, I constant, 2 pi constant. So I can write B out inversely proportional to D. This is equation 3. See, from 2 and 3 we can say option C is the answer. Okay. How? Because from 2 B inside is directly proportional to D. For directly proportional means you will get a straight line passing through origin. Okay. Next, from option 3 B is inversely proportional to D. For that you will get a curved line. You will get a curved line like this. Okay. So my dear student, option C is the answer. Now we will go for next question. Two particles capital A and capital B are moving in uniform circular motion in concentric circles of radius RA and RB with speed VA and VB respectively. The time period of rotation is the same. The ratio of angular speed of A to that of B will be. It was given in 2019. Here the options. Option A, RA is to RB. Option B, VB is to VA. Option C, RB is to RA. Option D, 1 is to 1. Now we will do solution. Given time period of revolution is same. So time period for particle A is equal to time period for particle B. So you know time period formula 2 pi by omega. that is for particle particle A we are doing. So with respect to A, that means omega A, that is equal to time period for B means 2 pi by omega B. Okay, omega B means angular velocity of particle B. So from that, here 2 pi cancel, we will get omega A by omega B is equal to 1. Okay, that means angular velocity of A by angular velocity of B is equal to 1. From that, the ratio of angular velocity of A and angular velocity of B is equal to 1:1, my dear. So here option D is the answer. Now we will go for next question. A metallic rod of mass per unit length 0.5 kg meter power minus 1 is lying horizontally on a smooth inclined plane which makes an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. The rod is not allowed to slide down by flowing a current through it when a magnetic field of induction 0.25 Tesla is acting on it in the vertical direction. The current flowing in the rod to keep it stationary is, it was given in 2018. Options. Option A 7.14 ampere, option B 5.98 ampere, option C 14.76 ampere, and option D 11.32 ampere. Here the solution. First we will observe the diagram. Okay. Here if you observe the diagram, here rod is placed on inclined plane. Okay, whose mass per unit length given 0.5 kg meter power minus 1. Okay, here it is lying on inclined plane. Okay, the angle made by this inclined plane to this horizontal is theta, which is given 30 degrees. Okay, here the magnetic field acting on this rod, vertically acting on this rod, so current is passing through that rod. Okay, so if you identify the forces acting on this rod, so here its weight acts vertically downward. So if you write components for this weight, its vertical component mg sin theta and horizontal component mg cos theta. Okay, so here whenever current is flowing, here the magnetic field acting vertically upward. So here there is a force acts towards right side, which is BIL, which acts theta. Okay, with the horizontal. So it has a component, horizontal component BIL cos theta and vertical component BIL sin theta. So here this BIL cos theta balances mg sin theta. Both are equal and opposite. So here, my dear student, here to keep the stationary, these two, that means mg sin theta and BIL cos theta should be equal. Okay, so for that we have to maintain how much current. That is the problem here. So here first I will write given data. Given m by L is equal to 0.5 kg meter power minus 1. That means mass per unit length. Okay, and magnetic field 0.25 Tesla. See, the strength of the magnetic field acting on that rod is 0.25 Tesla. From figure, BIL cos theta is equal to mg sin theta. So from that, I is equal to mg sin theta by BL cos theta. So sin theta by cos theta means tan theta. So you will get mg tan theta by BL. So now I will substitute in the place of m by L 0.5, in the place of G I will substitute 9.8. Here theta 30 degrees, so tan 30 by B they have given 0.25. So I will get 0.5 into 9.8 by 0.25. Tan 30 means 1 by root 3. So here I will take approximate value to get answer easily. So I will take 0.5, I will take 5 by 10. 9 take I will take approximately 10. Okay. So 0.25 means 25 by 100. Instead of root 3, I will take 2 to get answer easily. Okay. So here I am taking approximate value to get answer easily. So here I got 10 ampere. From the options, if you see, we have 7.14 ampere, 5.98, 14.76 and 11.32 ampere is there. So the answer is option D, my dear student. We will go for next question. A current sensitivity of a moving coil galvanometer is 5 divisions per milliampere, and its voltage sensitivity means angular deflection per unit voltage applied. Okay, so voltage sensitivity is given 20 division per volt. The resistance of the galvanometer is, it was given in 2018. Here the options. Option A 40 ohm, option B 25 ohm, option C 250 ohm, and option D 500 ohm. Now we will do solution. Given current sensitivity, IS means current sensitivity, that is equal to theta by I, that is equal to 5 divisions per milliampere. So that is 5 by milli means 10 power minus 3. So we will get 5000 divisions per ampere. And given voltage sensitivity, theta by V is equal to 20 divisions per voltage. Now the resistance of the galvanometer is, we have to calculate resistance of the galvanometer here. That is R is equal to IS by Vs. Now I will substitute in the place of IS 5000 and in the place of Vs 20. Then I will get 250 ohm. So from the given options, option C is the answer, my dear. Now we will go for next question. An arrangement of 3 parallel straight wires placed perpendicular to plane of paper carrying same current I along the same direction is shown in figure. See the figure here. Here it is the figure. Here we have 3 parallel straight wires which are carrying same current I. Okay. So here what we have to calculate? We have to calculate magnitude of force per unit length on the middle wire B is. So we have to calculate magnitude of force per unit length on the middle wire. It was given in 2017. Here the options. Option A 2 mu naught I square by pi d. Option B root 2 mu naught I square by pi d. Option C mu naught I square by root 2 pi d. Option D mu naught I square by 2 pi d. Now we will do solution. See here force per unit length. So the formula for force per unit length is mu naught I1 I2 by 2 pi d. Here I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I. See all the 3 wires, that means the same current is passing here. Okay, so here I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I. So here F1 equal to F2, that is mu naught I square by 2 pi d. Okay, so here I1 and I2 place we will substitute I, we will get I square. So we will get mu naught I square by 2 pi d. So that I am considering F. So here if you observe the figure here, these two forces are acting perpendicular to each other. See force on B acting towards east, and force on B due to A is acting towards south. Okay, both are perpendicular to each other. So here we can apply parallelogram law. So here if you apply parallelogram law, the resultant force will be root 2F. Look at here. From the figure, F net is root 2F. So root 2 into F means, already we know F means mu naught I square by 2 pi d. So I substituted that. So here root 2 cancels to root 2 times. So I got mu naught I square by root 2 pi d. So if you observe the options, here option C is the answer. Okay. Next we will go for another problem. A 250 turn rectangular coil of length 2.1 cm and width 1.25 cm carries a current of 85 microampere and subjected to magnetic field of strength 0.85 Tesla. Work done for rotating the coil by 180 degrees against the torque is. It was given in 2017. Options. Option A 4.55 microjoule, option B 2.3 microjoule, option C 1.15 microjoule, and option D 9.1 microjoule. Solution. First we will write given data. So given total number of turns 250 turns, okay, length of the coil that is 2.1 centimeter, that I can write 2.1 into 10 power minus 2 meter. So I will write approximately 2 into 10 power minus 2 meter for easy calculation. And B is equal to 1.25 centimeter, breadth 1.25 centimeter given. So that I will write 1.25 into 10 power minus 2 meter. From that approximately I will write 10 power minus 2 meter. See here area of that coil L into B, that is 2 into 10 power minus 2 meter into 10 power minus 2 meter. I will get 2 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. I is equal to 85 microampere they have given. Micro means 10 power minus 6. So I wrote 85 into 10 power minus 6 ampere. So magnetic moment. See here the magnetic moment is NIA. You know that. So here N means total number of turns, that is 250. I means current 85 into 10 power minus 6. Okay. And area we got 2 into 10 power minus 4. So I wrote 2 into 10 power minus 4. If I simplify means I will get 5 into 10 power minus 2 into 85 into 10 power minus 6 ampere meter square. See here magnetic field given 0.85 Tesla. That approximately I wrote 1 Tesla. See, we have to calculate work done here. So work done formula here, mb cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Here it was rotated 180 degrees, okay, against the torque. So I will take theta 1 0 and theta 2 180. So what I will get if I substitute means, see here m I got 5 into 10 power minus 2 into 85 into 10 power minus 6, that I substituted. And B means 1 Tesla, that is 1. Okay. Bracket of cos theta 1. Cos theta 1 means cos 0. Okay. Theta 1 0. And cos theta 2. Cos theta 2 means cos 180. So here I will get 5 into 10 power minus 2 into 85 into 10 power minus 6. Okay. Into cos 0 means 1. Okay, here cos 180 means minus 1. So minus of minus 1 I will write. So I will get 5 into 10 power minus 2 into 85 into 10 power minus 6. Here minus into minus plus I will get 2. So if I simplify means I will get 8.5 into 10 power minus 6 joule. So that is approximately 9 microjoule. So here from the given options, option D is the answer, my dear. Now we will go for next problem. A long wire carrying a steady current is bent into a circular loop of 1 turn. The magnetic field at the center of the loop is B. It is then bent into a circular coil of N turns. The magnetic field at the center of this coil of N turns will be. It was given in 2016. So here the options. Option A 2NB, option B 2N square B, option C NB, option D N square B. Now we will do solution. See, magnetic field at the center of a current carrying circular loop. That is B at center. They have given B. So B at center is equal to B is equal to mu naught I by 2R. It is for 1 turn. Now it again bent into a circular coil of N turns. So here R becomes R by N. Now magnetic field at the center for N turns, that is BC dash is equal to NB. That is N into B means mu naught I by 2R. In the place of R we have to write R by N. Then we will get N square mu naught I by 2R. So here mu naught I by 2R means B. So we will get N square B. So from the given options, option D is the answer, my dear. Now we will go for next problem. An electron is moving in a circular path under the influence of a transverse magnetic field of 3.57 into 10 power minus 2 Tesla. If the value of E by m is 1.76 into 10 power 11 coulomb per kg, the frequency of revolution of the electron is, it was given in 2016. Here the options. Option A 62.8 megahertz, option B 6.28 megahertz, option C 1 gigahertz, option D 100 megahertz. Now we will do solution. First we will write given data. Given strength of the magnetic field 3.57 into 10 power minus 2 Tesla and value of E by m 1.76 into 10 power 11 coulomb per kg. So here formula for frequency, that is F is equal to EB by 2 pi m. Now I will substitute E by m means 1.76 into 10 power 11, B given 3.57 into 10 power minus 2, okay, 2 pi, that is 2 into pi means 3.14. Here I will take approximate value. See, instead of 1.76 I will take 2, okay. So I will get 2 into 10 power 9 into, instead of 3.57 means I will take 3, and in the denominator instead of 3.14 I will take 3 to get answer easily, okay. So I got 10 power 9 hertz. So here 10 power 9 hertz means 1 gigahertz. So from the given options, option C is the answer, my dear. So that's about this session, my dear students. I hope you like this video. If you like it, share it and subscribe it. Please click the bell icon for more notifications. So my dear students, every week I will upload one video on NEET and JEE. So you can prepare for your NEET and JEE by these videos. So thank you, my dear students. Bye, students.